Welcome to Degentalk, Euro 2016 quarterfinals, France against Iceland. I'm Theo Goodman. I'm going to bring you this pregame show alone today. And we've got an interesting matchup. We've got the host, France, against the big underdog story of the whole tournament, Iceland. Now, I will say that on the overview, France has performed a lot better than England. So Iceland just beat England. That was a big deal. And England was one of those teams that had a lot of star players, but they just didn't perform well and they didn't work together as a team very well. Now, France kind of had a similar feeling at the beginning of the tournament, but I think they've definitely improved. They've shown they can score some goals. And actually, that is why I'm going to go for the main pick today is both teams to score. Because Iceland has scored in every single match they've had so far. So let's see if I can go down and find this one. I believe here at Intertops it's paying 2.0. It's gone down a little bit. But both teams to score definitely seems like the main bet. Here I'm going through the lines and I can't even find the correct line, but that's okay. I'm going to go back up here. And I also like Iceland to advance, which is paying about 5.0. Now, you might think you're totally crazy, but I think they can do it. And I definitely think it's worth the odds at 5.0. Okay, we've got someone joining us here. Hey, Alexander, what's up?
What's up, dude?
Okay, you've got to fix your mic a little bit. Let me try you again. Oh, shoot. Okay, you need to unmute yourself. I muted you because you were humming, but now press the unmute button. We're live, ladies and gentlemen. Degentalk live.
Is that better?
It's better, yeah. All right, so what do you think about this matchup, France against Iceland? You think Iceland has got a chance, or you think that's just think the hosts are going to take it away and shoot a bunch of goals?
No, I reckon Iceland have a chance. I mean, like if there's one thing you can take away from the whole of the Euros is that if you're a good unit, you definitely stand a chance. And France are not a good unit at all. Like Deschamps has been messing around with his starting 11 totally all the time. Like he doesn't actually know who his first 11 are, and good old Iceland, they know exactly who's going to be playing and what they need to do and where they need to go and what exactly is expected from them.
Exactly. I agree totally.
So
the Iceland plays to the maximum of their ability. And for England, you saw it. They could have played so much better, or at least on paper, and they just didn't perform.
And well, England, exactly. England's exactly the same as France. They're relying on a lot of good individuals to get them, further in the tournament. And France have actually been fairly lucky. If it hasn't been for Payet and Griezmann, goodness knows where when they would have been knocked out. Let's put it that way, because I think they've been pretty lucky to get this far so far.
Okay, great. So are you leaning more towards Iceland regulation, Iceland to advance, or more on a France handicap? Because you can still get a -1 on a Euro handicap, 2.1 for France.
Yeah, that's crazy. I wouldn't be surprised on a Iceland regulation 90 minutes.
Okay, well, if anyone out there, if you've got the balls, then Iceland regulation pays 7.5 or higher at most places. So that's some pretty crazy odds. Now, what about the goal situation? You think you like both teams to score or over 2.5?
I don't know. That's a bit of a tough one. Like, I mean, goals tends to be my specialty, and I'm struggling with that one.
Okay. Well, I mean, I'm going with both teams because I think I would actually what it was. I was just looking at Iceland team goals over half. Both teams to score pays more. I think France can get a goal, and I think I think it's likely Iceland gets a goal, and they've scored in every match so far.
Yeah,
So
I
that can
mean,
definitely happen.
what is Iceland to score on their own?
I think it's like 1.8 in most places.
Yeah, I mean that's a great bet, that isn't it? Really,
Yeah,
almost
right.
even
Yeah,
money for
right.
one goal.
Exactly. Yeah, right. And you get 2-10, depending on the place for both teams. So you get a little bit more for both.
Yeah, yeah. I'd say that's a solid bet. But Iceland to get one, I think is a great bet. At 1.8, that I mean that's just giving money away if you ask me.
Okay, great. And what about I think Iceland to score over 1.5 is something crazy like 3 though. I don't know. I don't have I didn't put on that one either, but I did
Well,
notice that.
I mean, if
Yeah.
you're gonna go for that, you might as well just go for the straight one.
Yeah, definitely. So in regulation, 7.5.
Yeah.
Okay. Any other picks or anything to take a look at when you're watching the game, or if you're going to do any in plays, anything you're gonna be watching for?
Yeah, I don't know. I'll watch the match, see how it plays out, and we'll go from that. But two and a half is 1.85, is it?
Yeah,
Goals?
here at Intertops, it's 185, and you might be able to get between 1.8 and 1.9, depending on the book right now. So, yeah,
Yeah,
I think that's a
yeah. Well,
good middle ground, depending
I,
on what book it is.
I wouldn't be surprised on a low scoring first half and maybe more going on in the second half. So that might be something I'd look at, see how teams are both playing in the first half, and if it ends up, 1-0, 0-0 first half, I might think having a look at like a goal line too, something like that.
Mm-hmm. 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 All right. Yeah, that sounds good. You're right. If it's like a low scoring first half, definitely. All right. Well, that's about it for today. Thanks for coming on. And we're going to be doing this for the rest of the games in this Euro, having a little pregame chat, getting our bet ideas together. Check us out in the Telegram group, telegram.me/sportsbet. Alexander, how can we get in touch with you? Do you have a Twitter or something?
Yeah, dude, I'm UYK, man.
All right, UYK.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll put your contact info in the description. Thanks for coming on, and talk to you soon.
No bother, buddy. Have a good one.
You too.